Indica TV, welcome back everybody to a brand new video. Here Joe with your co-host. You already know what's good. Today we're going to be reacting to the top 20 most badass cars ever in Fast and Furious. If you guys have watched Fast and Furious 9, let us know what's good. No spoilers though, but yeah man, let's get to it like always.
Everyone's like, Dom dies.
Dom.
He's like,
Dom.
he died for family.
He died. Oh yeah, that one guy. Family. Listen that? Family. These schools are really going up to space now, bro.
He's
I
like,
don't
how you
understand
gonna
that.
fight the aliens? With family reunion.
Like family. Everything's just fucking family, huh? But god damn it.
Oh, this is a legendary scene.
Number 20, 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner, the Fast and Furious franchise. This car
What's that,
had
Tokyo
a
Drift? Oh,
slightly
right.
sorrowful connotation to
They were all hella clean, bro.
it for a time.
Every single car that came out of this, clean.
Damn.
Chronologically speaking, the Roadrunner first appears in the fourth film, where Letty Ortiz is supposedly murdered by Phoenix Calderon. Thankfully, it's confirmed in Fast and Furious 6 that Letty managed to escape the vehicle before it exploded. And good thing too, because we wouldn't want to associate such a sleek muscle car with the death of one of our favorite characters.
Dang.
Before all this prequel drama went down,
Not my favorite
we
character.
remembered it fondly for being what Dominic Toretto rolled up in during his cameo at the end of Tokyo Drift. Our fondness was rewarded when we got to see the conclusion of that scene in Furious 7.
Ron said you was fast, but not that damn fast.
Who said American muscle can't drive?
I never seen this part. What the
Number
fuck?
19, 2011 Lexus.
They were talking in the parking
LFA.
garage.
Fast.
Oh, the Lexus LFA, bro. That's one of my dream cars. A Lexus
That
LFA.
sounds like a Zonda, the Pagani Zonda.
Featured in a
Yeah,
similar
those are
scene,
sick.
but it nevertheless makes it a memorable
Yeah, she's hella
one.
bad, too.
After the gang successfully gets away with the loot in Rio de Janeiro, we see snippets of each character's happily ever after. At least until the next adventure, that is. Han and Giselle are seen in the Lexus
Fast and
speeding through
Furious-
Germany,
Fast and
with the
Furious.
latter in the former's
Probably one of my
lap as they
favorite
kiss.
franchises.
Hazardous
Dang.
driving practices aside, the
She's
scene
bad
is
as
totally an
fuck.
endearing
Yeah,
one.
hell yeah.
She's
As we
also
totally ship them
my favorite
throughout the
character.
entirety of the movie.
She's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite girl in the whole series.
Never been to Madrid.
I thought you would
I like the music they use, bro. That I get on by.
Eventually.
Sure,
The
F.T.
two
Johnson.
discuss possible destinations, with Han opting to delay Tokyo in favor of Madrid. Wherever they went next, they certainly
Damn,
got
they went-
there in style.
Crazy.
Number 18, 2003 Acura NSX.
Well, that's fire.
Fast and
That was
Furious
sick.
and Fast 5. Anybody up for a game of chicken?
Oh, she's a baddie.
The sister
Bad.
of lead
I'm
character
probably gonna
Dom,
smoke till, like,
Mia
maybe
Toretto,
halfway.
definitely
Yeah,
I'll put up
doesn't
the
get the
next
same
video.
amount of screen
No.
time behind the wheel. But here, she dedefinitely proves her clout.
I love when he headbutts the. Who does he headbutt? The Rock, I think. Oh no, the other guy, right?
For them to
He
lock him
just
up to break
blind
him out.
headbutt.
The fourth film ends with the crew getting in position to intercept Dom's prison bus, and Fast 5 picks up immediately after.
That's
Mia
sick.
guns the NSX
Yeah.
straight at the bus, forcing it to swerve and giving Brian the angle he needs to upend it.
That's clean. Bro, one of these days we're just gonna get like little drift cars and just go to the track.
Whether we actually believe there were no
Toma.
casualties, the important thing
What?
is that they saved Dom and looked badass while doing
Su
it.
madre.
Number 17, Mitsubishi Lancer
Mitsubishi.
Evolution 7. Too Fast, Too Furious. Too
Those are
Fast,
sick.
Too Furious definitely
Yeah,
had the
I like the
most
purple
colorful
one.
cars
The
in
Eclipse?
series.
It's 'cause
And
the steering wheel. I don't know why. It was
Lancer
squid.
is no exception.
That was the first time I've seen a squared
Serving as
steering
Brian
wheel.
O'Connor's loaner vehicle while working undercover for the U.S. Customs Service, the Lancer gets plenty of opportunities to look pretty. First, Brian demonstrates some
I had that one in Need for
precise
Speed.
driving during the audition race to get in
That yellow
good
one?
with the drug lord Carter Verone.
The Mitsubishi.
It's a BT, huh?
Next, he picks up the slack in a relay race after Roman drops the ball in the first leg. And lastly, Brian leads one hell of a car chase against the Miami
Oh
Heat.
damn! This tastes
Lancer
like.
is sadly seized at the end of the ordeal, but luckily Brian wasn't behind the wheel at the time.
Oh, fellas. I know my tags are out of date, but damn.
Number 16.
A McLaren.
2017
Probably
McLaren
top 3.
720S.
Bro, I seen a McLaren last
Fast
time.
and Furious
Wilding
presents
out. Like,
Lockjaw.
he fucking drifted and like he smashed into the fucking freeway, but his wing, bro, was like adjusting at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, what? I didn't know that. So he's always like, and like, bro, the wing adjusts so that way you could get some clean ass like handling, bro. Oh, bro, I saw that. I was like, I have to buy that car. I have to own it.
When
That's
you're
sick.
carpooling with the
My
Rock.
cousin with the Hellcat said his next car is gonna be that. He might sell all his whips and just get a McLaren.
That's
Like
sick.
I would too.
Hell yeah. You just gotta keep those motherfuckers
With
connected because
cybernetically enhanced
once
baddie
that shit goes
Brixton
out,
Moore and other
gotta
ETN
fix a
agents
lot.
in pursuit on motorcycles, Shaw has to utilize some quick maneuvering to get away scot-free. Brixton may have shown Deckard up with a double semi-stunt,
Deckard.
but we think
Double
McLaren
Deckard.
is cooler, and Deckard later proves that sports car beats motorcycle every time.
I think I'm gonna put it off right now. Already have it lit, huh? That's sick. No scratches.
Number 15.
You gotta have bars.
Lamborghini Murcielago.
Yeah,
Oh, that one, the
that dude that was whipping the McLaren was like,
640?
bro, he was just some older guy. Like I can just tell you, he probably had
The
bars.
crew should
Hell yeah.
work with the FBI more often because
That
they
was
always
my
seem to
favorite
have
car.
some sweet rides.
Especially that color,
Roman is initially
orange.
prohibited from using
You have to get a bright
Lamborghini
color,
in New
bro.
York
I
City
think
due to
orange,
its
race
obvious
orange.
Or like a
flamboyant
green.
That looks like it's a race orange.
He
Slime
finally
green.
Or
gets the
green, yeah.
chance in the Russian tundra.
The darker
Pretty
green,
sure
huh?
that
That's
an
yeah,
icy
that'd be
terrain
sick.
Isn't what the manufacturer had in mind, however, and Roman lands firmly in the water. Before he even
Firmly
has a moment to
handshake.
shed a tear in grief, though we already were, he promptly ejectoed out of his Cedo.
Ah!
Thankfully,
Wow.
the Lambo lives
Cedo
on in the
cut.
form of the driver's side door, which Roman uses as a sled, a shield, and finally as a weapon before he's through.
Alright? I got enough of this shit.
Damn.
It's getting
Number
whacked by a
14,
Lamborghini door.
1970 Ford Escort Mark I RS 1600.
That's it.
Fast and Furious 6.
I never watched this one.
Most
I think.
cars in the Fast and Furious movies are more or
I just
less
wanna buy
standard, but Brian makes
a
it
sick
all
ass
work
track
the
and just
same
buy hella
in
cars
this
and just
absolutely
race them all.
cherry vintage
No
rally
cars,
car.
no nothing. You can do whatever you want, you know?
That one say that rally car?
Yeah.
The Escort later gets a starring role in arguably the film's best set piece. As Owen Shaw's team looks to intercept a convoy on a Spanish highway,
What would be like your favorite color? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys got your dream car, what color? I would probably go with race orange. I don't know why. I really like the orange color.
I do like a slime green,
with
bro.
Roman's fastback in danger of being eaten by the tank, Brian makes sure Roman has space to land upon abandoning ship. The wrecked fastback now tethered to the tank, Brian uses the Escort's bulky body to upend it and make for a good anchor, leading to one show-stopping moment.
Wow. Just tossed it out.
For an anchor to the stop the tank. I did watch some of them.
Yeah, this one's sick. Where he jumps over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 13,
Somehow I
Nissan
just
Fairlady
catch
Z, the Fast and the Furious
That's
Tokyo
sick,
Drift.
yeah.
Movie villains have never looked as good as they do behind
I think
the
the girl in
wheels
this
of
are
these bad boys.
Stupid bad.
They've had a good selection in actors.
Yeah.
You gotta have stupid bars for that.
I wonder if that can't be real.
The signature
Maybe, who
car
knows?
of Drift King.
Some people have
Takashi,
some
the Fairlady,
dummy bars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna rewatch this one.
Upon smoking lead
This
character
one.
Sean
Tokyo Drift?
Boswell in a
Yeah,
parking
Tokyo
garage
Drift was
drift
one of the
race.
sick ass ones.
Still,
I like the ones with the
Sean
cartel
continues to be a
too.
thorn
Oh, yeah,
in
I'm gonna
Takashi's
rewatch the
side,
sixth one.
As he and his
When he
sidekick,
jumps over?
Morimoto,
Oh, yep.
also in a Fairlady,
Five was sick, too.
go after the protagonist through the city streets. In the same chase that would infamously lead to Han's
never got this,
supposed
how-
death,
so-
so
yeah,
too
how'd he
does
die?
Morimoto and his
I mean,
Fairlady
how'd he
meet
not
a
die?
definite end.
He blew up.
Because no climax would be complete without another drift race, Sean and Takashi leave everything on the table. But this
Takashi.
time, Sean proves there's a new Drift King.
Yeah, Takashi 69 just love this movie so much. I'm gonna use that name.
I'm gonna just name myself Takashi.
This shit.
Takashi had to get Takashi.
Number 12, 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Too fast, too furious.
Man, it's a fast car, huh?
First seen in the audition race hosted by Carter Verone and owned by Darden, This car later
All the
transfers
movies are hella
ownership to
sick, bro.
Roman and
I rewatched the
Bryan
first
when they
one.
decide that they need more muscle.
It was hella
Thanks to a
good.
half-empty
Yeah, these were
bottle of
sick.
Nas
You should watch the
positioned
first one and the
passenger
second one. They were
seat.
hella good.
The Challenger
I did.
delivers one of the most famous.
No, but like watch it
quotable
again.
scenes
Oh,
in the
yeah.
franchise.
When was the last time you
When
watched
Roman
it?
ejects
About like a year ago?
That's not, like a minute, huh? Yeah.
With a striking burnt orange color,
Boom.
this car's hard to miss
Ejecto
and sure to stand out in any setting. Ejecto Cedo, cuz.
Kids. Just my guy saying kids.
Number 11, 1966 Chevrolet Corvette.
That one was sick.
Ford Stingray.
The
Fast
Stinger?
5.
That's why it's probably one of my favorite ones. I don't know why, because during that time when I went to the movies, that shit was sick.
This car might only get a little screen time, but it certainly makes a big impression.
Yeah, that's one
Dom
sick.
and Brian are in a spot of trouble while aboard a moving train.
I just like the songs that they use for this one, that's why.
and drives it off the train with a hard landing, but quickly regains control, showing off the vehicle's impressive handling and speed.
Shit.
Dom catches up to Brian, who jumps into the Corvette just before the car he's holding onto gets utterly demolished. Sadly, with nowhere else to go,
Damn.
it proves a short ride.
He could have stopped, bro. What
Flies
the
off the
fuck? Oh
cliff.
shit, nah, I didn't see that behind
Nonetheless,
him.
it went out in style, making for one of the most iconic scenes in franchise history.
He's like, fuck.
Pencil diving in that bitch.
Yeah, you had to, huh? Imagine you belly flop and kill yourself. Instant, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Number 10, 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse GT,
This is
The
sick.
Fast and the Furious. The Fast and Furious franchise was initially built on the back of street
boy
racing.
just
And
yeet.
this is where it all began. Looking to infiltrate Dom's crew, the
That car.
Brian O'Connor
You can make that in
enters the
GTA.
Uber sexy
We should do that, bro, and just go
Eclipse
cruising.
against
I actually
Dom
have this
and
one
two
and that one
drivers.
in Need for Speed 2.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I need a couple racing games.
Alright. I think you can make that Jetta too. Hey, you can probably make all of these. I even have Suki's.
Brian is
Monica.
as the second burst over
That part was hella funny.
sends it into a tailspin.
That one really just
placing
spins out.
him dead last. The Eclipse now his. Dom makes sure to roast Brian at the finish line.
Dude, I almost had you. You almost had me. You never had me. You never had your car.
Unfortunately, the event is broken up by the police. Brian saves Dom from capture, but the two soon find themselves in rival Johnny Tran's territory, who promptly has the Eclipse destroyed.
Trans.
Oh, he was crazy. He just popped his whole whip. Dicks.
Looks like Brian owes Dom a new 10-second car. Number 9, Flip Car, aka
Oh, this
Ramp
one's
Car,
sick.
Fast and Furious 6.
You said you were gonna rewatch 6, right?
Yeah.
Owen Shawn is
Have this in
mean
GTA.
business. Just look at the crazy
The ram car?
looking vehicles
Oh, that one,
they
yeah, where you
employ.
just ram cars
In terms
and
of
they fly?
design,
Yeah, oh, that has
this
a little
one
ram?
is a veritable Frankenstein of parts. Despite its minimal utilitarian appearance, the car weighs a staggering 3,900 pounds.
Jeez.
What really sets the vehicle apart,
That's not that
however,
bad, I guess.
is the ramp on the front end, which features a flap activated with the click of a button to send cars flipping in the air. We see the devastation it's capable of
Damn,
when
that shit
Owen
turned hella
Shawn
crazy.
evades the law
It
on the
turns
streets of
pretty
London.
sick, huh? Like sideways, yeah, that's pretty
First
sick.
into police and launching them skyward,
That's a cool
creating
device.
obstacles for the pursuers who struggle to avoid the airborne wrecks. Number 8, 2010
getting
Koenigsegg
major climb now.
CCXR,
Oh, yeah.
Fast 5.
Oh, this part is sick.
Damn, Fast 5 was 2011? That's a long time ago. Holy shit.
When you're a
10
millionaire,
years ago.
have a love for cars, and can afford pretty much
Wow.
anything you
It's been
want,
that long?
it makes sense to snag a car
Time
that's
flies.
incredibly rare. Roman does just that, flaunting a sweet ride.
That's
and
part of
the
the guys. He's like, they only got one in the Western Hemisphere. Because now they got two.
Now they got two. Oh, yeah.
He has the only one in the Western Hemisphere.
There's only 4 of those cars in the whole
Oh,
world.
there you go.
And I got the only one in the Western Hemisphere.
You got one too, huh?
Ash breaks it to him that there are
Oh, that shit's telling me that. I
This
got
is the guy with the other one. But hey, when you're talking about a car this cool, the more the
That's
merrier, right?
sick.
That's the fucking
I'm about to watch all of them.
We can always shine together, baby.
Number 7, 1970 Plymouth Barracuda.
Yeah, heated.
Furious 7. If there's one thing
We
that'll
can always
jog a
shine
Fast
together.
and Furious character's memory,
That's fucking
it's
gas.
winning a race. Dom realizes this in Furious 7, as he brings an amnesiac Letty to a familiar destination. Race
Audi.
Wars. confident Letty will win against a particular Audi R8, Dom lets her use his Barracuda.
Damn, that shit was sick when it first came out. The Audi R8.
Yeah,
She
hell
does.
yeah.
No way in hell in real life.
Blood.
Memories do start flooding back to her, but they aren't exactly happy ones, putting a damper on the celebration. The Barracuda later reappears in the madness that is the finale, as Letty drives Ramsey through the LA streets as she tries to shut down the God's Eye program. Before that happens, however, they have a little scare when a drone targets them. Thankfully, Hobbs is there.
It's only been like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Feels like forever, huh?
W Motors Lycan Hypersport. Furious.
Oh, these
what this is?
there's like 6 of them or some shit.
Like in Hypersport?
The fate of this
Oh, when they
gorgeous
fight in
W
that-
Motors
I think
car
they're in
is
Dubai right now, huh?
devastating.
Yeah.
It's owned
Now
by
there's only
Prince in
5 or
Abu
some
Dhabi
shit.
and
'Cause they
resides
crashed
in the
one.
skyscraper. Yeah, we know. It's expensive and rare. But still, a car like that needs to be driven.
Nothing sadder than locking a beast in a cage.
Escaping Shaw, Dom gets into
Damn.
this sleek automobile, which is an extreme deviation from the usual muscle cars he drives. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of room in the penthouse for the Lycan to spread its wings. But it astonishes in another way,
Oh, that's
by getting
crazy.
driven out of one building and into another, twice.
Imagine that in real life.
Slamming into the
Bro. Oh. How did they survive? Oh, he jumped out.
Last like before.
Like, you would not survive that.
And ah,
Wow.
yeah, man, you
Yeah.
just having to pass by.
Number 5.
For real.
1967
Oh, the
Ford
fastback?
Mustang
Those
Fastback. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
It's got a 2JZ in that shit.
This Ford Mustang appears in Tokyo Drift and is originally owned by Sean's
Those look hella
father.
nice.
After Han's death, Sean
Turbo
brings that
now?
old Mustang to life, installing a Skyline GTR RB26 DETT
RB26.
engine,
Sick.
salvaged from the Nissan Silvia he had driven and wrecked
That's
in a
sick.
previous race against Takashi.
6'9"?
It's a train ride.
It was a weird sight for the viewers to see them put a Japanese engine in a muscle car, but it creates one hell of a custom-built speed machine. Sean wins the race and is proclaimed the new drift king behind the wheel of this unforgettable ride.
Nope. Fuck yeah, Sean!
Do you remember how they were live streaming? They just had flip downs and they were just like this.
Number 4.
How is that? How would that work?
Mazda RX-7 Veilside Fortune, aka
Oh, that one's sick.
1997 Mazda
RX-7.
RX-7 FD. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
This thing okay back there?
I can handle this tape.
The sound of this car is incredible. It's also breathtakingly beautiful, and most importantly,
That's beautiful.
wicked fast.
That body gets
Like,
crazy.
Really
Yeah,
fast.
that's crazy, huh?
With an
The color
extremely
is just sick
expensive
too.
body
The
kit.
yellow,
It's
the yellow
just
and the black.
one of the various cars that Han uses
orange,
to
huh?
cruise the streets
Like
of
a
Tokyo.
sunset orange
We
or
can't help but
something?
get a little nervous when Han uses it to teach Sean to drift. But thankfully, Sean doesn't wreck it like he does the Nissan Silvia, proving in the process that he's becoming a competent racer. Viewers felt 2 losses when the car was T-boned by that Mercedes S-Class. Damn you, Deckard Shaw. Damn you.
That was shot
That's
too.
what he's dipping, yeah.
You don't know me.
I'm not mine.
You're about to.
Number
Damn.
3, Toyota Supra Mark IV.
Oh, those are
The
sick.
Fast and the Furious.
What's 10-second car? That, you can make that one too, huh?
Yeah.
Second car.
How could we not talk about Brian's car in the film that started it all? He owes Dom a 10-second car, and this car is it. With a new engine and a new exterior,
Ferrari.
sure enough, it wins a
Damn.
lot of races
That's
for
sick.
All
Dom.
these movies.
Toward the end of the film, Dom finds out about Brian's actual occupation.
Yeah, this is Officer Brian O'Connor. I'm off duty MAPD.
Dom's Charger and Brian's Supra go head-to-head. They both narrowly avoid being wiped out by a train,
Fuck.
but the Charger is demolished by a truck. Brian then gives Dom the keys to the Supra.
You just did a whole ass kickflip in the whip, gets out, you'll have my car. I hope you feel better.
Good looks.
Thanks.
Number 2, 1999 Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Too fast, too furious.
And that was my favorite car.
This is Brian O'Connor's signature car
Skyline.
and easily one of the most iconic rides of the Fast and Furious franchise. First appearing in the turbocharged prelude to the second film, Brian gives it a paint job and works on it underneath before using it in a number of races. Unfortunately, Brian is caught after finishing a race thanks to a freaking electromagnetic pulse harpoon being fired into the skyline, and the car is impounded following his arrest. It's a real shame the car didn't have more on-screen time, but Brian would go on to drive more Skylines in the series.
Proceed straight ahead.
Before we
Apple
unveil
Pie
our
had bars,
top
huh?
pick, here are a
Yeah,
few
hell
honorable
yeah.
mentions. Chevelle SS,
Fire.
Fast and Furious. Ford GT40, Fast
Clean.
5.
I think my favorite was the McLaren. I don't know.
Yeah?
The McLaren was sick to me. I'm just, which
You're
one?
sick too.
I don't know. I think they were all hella sick, bro.
2000 Honda S2000.
Those are hella sick.
Well, I made that one in
Furious.
Those are sick.
So fuck it.
Her lip.
Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9. Furious Tokyo Drift.
All the Mitsubishis are fire.
Yeah.
Just trip. How many freaking people became drifters because of this movie? Imagine the people that already had bars at drifting watch this movie.
Yeah, you got some chicks
Number
made
1,
mine.
1970 Dodge Charger
Number
RT.
1.
The Fast and the Furious franchise.
Let's see. Damn, that shit was sick.
Yeah,
His
that
dad's?
shit was hella sick.
His dad's?
This is Dom Toretto's signature car, and arguably the most recognizable of the series as well. Dom has a connection
Right.
to it, as it was his father's before him, with the two of them working on it together when
Oh.
Dom was just a kid. Perhaps that's why we keep coming back to it, no matter how many times the Charger gets destroyed. Over the course of the franchise, the car has undergone various iterations and changes. Who could forget the off-road version in Furious 7? When the crew needs different cars in the 6th movie.
Yeah, I forgot about
Dom,
that.
of course, picks another Charger, the Daytona. But hey, you can't beat that classic look.
That car's really like a cast member of the film, so it has to keep coming back.
Anyways, everybody, make sure you guys drop a like, a comment, subscribe, click that bell so you guys get notified every time we upload. Let us know in the comments down below what was your guys' favorite car in the Cut TV.